up Just Sawdust workshop. There weren't much videos lately, and that's because I was working on that all that furniture for the campervan, the Mercedes Sprinter Campervan, and I'm now making the last hanging cabinet, and I thought, well, why not film it? This is the original template of the shape of the car, and this were the original size of the little cabinets, but the last one is going to be a bit deeper, so it's going to stay the same height, but it's going to be deeper, and I'm running out of material, so I've got this 12mm left for the two sides, and I had some 15mm left, but not wide enough, so I'm just going to have to glue these two boards together, because all the other stuff we need to make a countertop, which is two plates together, and a little box around a water canister. So I can't use that wood, I have to use all the scraps I've got to make this last cabinet, but I think we just have enough if we can put this together, so we've got the bottom on the right size, so it's wide enough for that little cabinet. So just glue this together first. By the way, big thanks to my Patreons. That's how I got this machine. It's just from Parkside. It was cheap, but it does the job. And yeah, it makes life easier lining up boards when you have to glue them together. Sadly, Parkside from Lidl's didn't have the cookies that go with it, but I've got a box of 1,000 of these, so I think I might have enough for the rest of my life. But yeah, I think this will make life easier to glue boards together. profiles, of course, I did cut when I made the other cabinets, because, well, it's easier to put your saw in the right distance, so you can do them all the same. And you can buy these profiles from plastic or aluminium, but why not make everything out of wood? So the only thing you have to consider is that you need about, I don't know, 5-6 millimeters inside the groove on both sides. So if you make this 5 millimeters, you have to make this one a centimeter, so you can flip the little sliding doors in. Yeah, it's an easy solution just to cut these. And the lower one is 5 millimeters deep. This one is about a centimeter deep, and we'll come here and then make sliding doors. Now, of course, I made this little template so that all the doors are the same size. That's the last little cabinet finished. Now, there is no top in it, there's no back in it, but that all has to do with the way this fan is built. There are no wooden panels on the sides, just insulation, and there's going to be filth over that insulation or something, the filter that you can glue on. So these backs are pushed into the insulation, and so it's going to be mounted with this one and the bracket I put in the back, which we actually have put a wooden batten on the side of the car, on the inside. So there's not anything on the back. But yeah, doors that go open, and we already know from the ones that are in there that this functions well, and they don't, you know, open while driving. So, and when they could open when driving, then there's always a possibility to put something in between here or have a little stick in there, a little dowel or something, but it's not necessary. They're not opening, so they just run good enough to stay closed. This all will be oiled when everything's in, but yeah, a different way of making cabinets than I normally would do, but they're functioning and they look nice without any knobs and things like that. So this was the last one, and I hope I can make like a fan tour when everything's in. It's now away for all the electric installment and water and things like that, because I'm not doing that. I'm not, you know, an expert in that. I just do the woodwork and that's it. And as some of you know, we got the our own van back after a year and 4 months, completely renovated. Technically, and we're saving up to get it a professional paint job. I hope before this summer, but it means I can start on my own van, and there's a lot of things to do in there. Some things to take out and some things to make new for it, and which is all recycled materials, because you know it's all on the almost zero budget. So you're gonna see some videos about building cabinets for the van, things like that, because I have to make a little kitchen for it, a mobile that I put in and take out again, because when you want to transport some things, I also need it for that. So, and the workshop in the back is gonna get some alterations, all that kind of stuff. And there are some videos on the van build, and I put a link up, I think it's there, with these builds. So that's from 2 years ago. So yeah, that's 3 years ago by now. So you can watch that, and then you know where I am now, and then you can see why I take things out and why I'm making other things for it. So, but yeah, that's it for this video. Just a simple cabinet for a van, but without all the expensive hardware that you have for them, like these little knobs that are closing, which are like, I don't know, cost more than all the plywood we've got here. So I think this is a good way. And this is new plywood on the side, but this plywood comes from the van itself, from the parts that were in there. So yeah, that's it for now. Hope to see you in the next video. At the logo.